Blaised. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.
Well, yeah.
With the good come the bad. With the ups come the downs, the ins and the outs all around, everything that makes the year what an entire year can be. Welcome, everybody. Obviously, if you've been paying attention to social media, you know I'm not in the right frame of mind right now. Things have happened that I tried to avoid. I'm here in New York City, Madison Square Garden. I thank you all for joining me. Long December tonight is a MegaCard, all 10 titles on the line. Everyone out there, strap it in, strap it on, strap it up, strap it down, all that good stuff. We've been going for a little while, but we are back. Sometimes you got to put up with things you didn't want to put up with. Sometimes you got to deal with situations you don't want to deal with. And I'm here outside the arena. We have a great show for you tonight. We're going to preview all 13 matches. I'll let you know why. It's not that cold out, but I have a couple stories to tell that I did not think I would have to tell to start us out. We've talked about the wedding of my daughter, Sunshine Marigold, to Jay Vulture. I did everything. It was a small ceremony, just family, just close friends. That's it. This is where we are going to have the party, the reception after the wedding. It's a wrestling wedding, people. I'm not stupid. Something's going to go haywire. Something's going to go off keel. Something's going to fuck up. Well, I tried everything I could to avoid disaster, and yet I had to deal with it. Today at the wedding, my daughter's wedding, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover all the matches. I'm going to try to get into a better mood now because I'm trying to hold back all the information I have. We're going to talk about the future of LTD. We're going to talk about 2023. We're going to talk about hitting the reset button, if you will. All 10 titles on the line. The last match here in LTD for Morgan Nightwalker. The return of Sean Shamrock in the ring. Rocky Mercy, whatever he's called. We're going to go over every match. We have a live performance to start us out from the band Pale. Yes, I can't wait. Inside the arena right now. You've heard them on some entrance music like Goddess of Pain and all the Battle Queens, the song Breathe. The band is called Pale. Please allow yourself to live, and that's my advice to each and every one of you guys. You never know when it's your time, so enjoy it while you can. And sit back, relax. This is Pale. Please allow yourself to live with a little song called Uninvited. Tonight, you are all invited. We got a lot of people already waiting to come onto the show. We're going to let them come on. Let's go into the arena. Live band to start us off. This song's called Uninvited by the band Pale. Tiffany and Slack, love you guys.
That song goes out to Nick, Megan, and everybody in here. I don't know if any of you know Atlantis Morissette. I need a one to revive me. Come on out to party, You're not allowed. You're not invited. And I'm
All right, everybody. Yes, a little pale. Indeed, great band live here in Madison Square Garden. We're going to get right to it already. I want to welcome everybody like we always do here in the arena. Thank you all for stopping in. Let's see who's all in the house here. We got tinfoil hats. What the hell is that? Rabbit holes. Uh-oh, it's the video. Protect your rabbit holes out there. Wally's in the house. Good to see you. Brooklyn Joker, the world champion. Jeff Matthews, Mrs. U-Taker, Angelina U-Taker, all the Nightwalkers, all the U-Takers. All right, Brian Hernsberger, Jeff Matthews, Killshot Matt Storm's in the building. And shout out to Crusher and Kelly. Great shows today all over the digital wrestling world. Shifty's here. Good to see you. Jen is in the house. Big match for her tonight. Big match for everybody. All 90 fighters are in the ring tonight. Holy piss in a bottle. Ooh, well, Matt Outlaw's here. What's the odds of that? Odds is here. What's the odds of that? We're going to come back to hold on a second here. Get off here, buddy. All right. We're going to go right into the action here. We're going to go over the match card, bring everybody in as we can. And of course, story that I didn't really want to tell, I'm going to have to tell here to start off the show as we go over what is known as Long December. Now, you can't see that very well there, folks. We're going to get right into the heat of it, I should say. Cheers, everybody. If you haven't, I have my little bottle, cheap-ass bottle of champagne to celebrate the new year for later on. So hope you guys are ready for that. Mordrin is here. Marley Good is here. Stompy Collins, there he is. There he is. He's in the building as well. Good to see everybody, man. You guys are awesome. Drum Monkey dropping a 50-piece for a Happy New Year. Holy sheep shit. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my friend. Well, I like to think that, and I talked about it at the beginning of the show, the ups and the downs. You got to take the good with the bad. Nothing comes easy. All those cliches, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's all true. And we're celebrating a year, and we're getting ready for a new year in 2023. The Bagwells are here. Jake, good to see you. Whisper, even better to see you, of course. No offense, Jake. Yes, all the offenses, please. So I appreciate everything you guys have done. This is our roster. I know it's a little hard to see, but in a second here, I'm going to let you know what's going down in January. That's right. Let's drop the bomb. He dropped the bomb on me, baby. You guys asked for it. You're going to get it in January. Before I get to the sad news and then bring us back up, it's going to be a roller coaster tonight, folks. I'm telling you that much. And there's a reason I'm still wearing this indoors. Don't make fun of me. But stay tuned. I'll explain now. Here we go, folks. A drum roll, if you will. Coming in January, it's Stable War 12. That's right. And don't start sending me a million DMs on what team you want to be on and what names you want, because it's all been settled already. Yeah, if you're mad about it, let me know. We'll see what we can do. But anyhow, all the competitors are in it, and we're not going to waste time. We're going to reveal the teams right now, baby. 8 teams. 8 on the active roster, 3 from the Battle Queen division. It'll be a round-robin tournament, but this year we got a little twist. The winners do get 2 title shots for all 11 competitors on each team throughout the month of January and February. It's Lethal versus the Empire. So there's going to be 4 teams on the Lethal brand, 4 teams on the Empire brand, but the twist is, you, as a Lethal team, will only fight Empire teams. You, as an Empire team, will only fight Lethal teams. 4 rounds in the opening group round will decide which 4 teams go to the Final 4. That's right, you guys wanted Stable War, and it is back. So let's reveal the apocalypse. We've had a bunch of almost apocalypses for those who just joined us recently. We almost had the freaking end of the world a couple times here, folks. Not to put it lightly. Blade Charge, the rocket scientist who saved the world. That's not just a moniker. He saved the world. All right. So we've had near disasters. A third of the population of the world is gone. This is the Combat Kingdom. Only the best of the best. The gladiators of the Combat Kingdom fight for supremacy. Who rules the world is determined inside the wrestling ring. That's what we do here in LTD. We're all leaning towards death. Some are a little bit closer. Let's look at the teams for Stable War 12 to kick us off 2023. The Sudden Death Society. The Manic Mafia making a return with a new leader, so to speak. The Brotherhood is back. The Cowboys from Hell will be represented. Unfortunately, the Carnival of Nightmares are there. The Squad, the Den, and the Dynasty make out the teams, but don't worry about trying to figure out who's on what team. It'll be your Empire team versus Lethal. All 4. The Lethal teams versus Empire. All 4. Stable War is back. If you've never been in it, it is a competition where everyone will compete. And in the first round, it's 11 singles matches, each head-to-head. Simple as pie for medallions. Most medallions moving on. Let's look at the rosters. Everybody's fighting tonight as well. So this is your permanent roster right now, folks, here in LTD. Here are your teams. If you can't see it, screenshot it, freeze it, save it for later. Check it out. This is what we'll be doing in the month of January and February. The apocalypse is here. And so is Spy Official. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaze Radio. This is normally an annual event. We're bringing it back. It looks somewhat biannually, if not more. Atticus, Joker, Ripper, Crimson Ninja. We all know they are Sudden Death Society. They're being joined by Mike Wasson, Matt Storm, Rob Machete, and Kelly Firestar, and Bubs. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Riley Wolf will be leading the Manic Mafia. If you guys have been around for way back, the Manic Mafia made a brief run, and now they return. The Manic Mafia, a clan of newer wrestlers as well. So William Styles, John Breakdown, Rick Logan Parfit just joining the company. Big Daddy Beard and Captain Danger have been around that long either. But Brian LG and Miles Stanley Ward, two of the best in the world to anchor that team, should be mighty interesting. With Hotfire Rose, Misha, and Carmen, the current Battle Queen, which keep in mind, everything resets tonight. All 10 titles are on the line. The Cowboys from Hell. Cowboy, D-Train, Bagwell, JW, Outlaw, Phelan, Kell. You get the picture, guys. Paragon's got his brotherhood together this time. Nacho, Shifty, Dragonheart, Frostbite joining him with Hot Cheese, Mama, and Shulky. Oh, the good old carnival. And why is J-Dog, Jay Vulture, and TRC hanging out with the fucking carnival? Get to that later as well. Corey Quinn has the Dynasty. Very interesting group of individuals that have fought each other and with each other in many companies around the digital wrestling syndicate. They know each other well. Can they coexist? You know, the old saying, there's always one or two teams that really do get thrown together in this true test, as opposed to some of the teams who are family, are friends, who have been stables over and over and over in these stable war. This is 12. Drum Monkey, Jester, Turmoil, Wally, Jamar, along with Jesse Jackhammer, newcomer, Wally Morley Good coming back, Logan Windsor, LD, Jen, and Lady Kenzie. Impressive team for the Den. Blade Charge, Kelly Mavericks, TJ Toad, Danny Wells, Andy Price, Clinton, Leo and Teddy, Jay Jessica, and Sunshine. Unreal. We'll talk a little bit about Sunshine and her spot here, unfortunately, soon. So there is your Stable War 12. First round will be 4 rounds, like I said, a group stage. One team will face all 4 in the other brand. Top 4 go to the final 4 winners. Everyone on that roster will get 2 championship opportunities. You'll fight each other at first to find out who gets a world title shot and everything, of course. But stay tuned for more. An apocalypse is coming, people, right here. The Blaze Radio Network. Here's your current champions. Brooklyn Joker, your world champ. Brian LG, the lethal champ. Cowboys from Hell. Carmen, Susie. Riley has the Blitzkrieg title. We're going to crack a cold one for everybody. Just a ginger ale. Settle down. Party's going on later on. Internet champion, Drum Monkey. Cheers to everybody out there. Killer Neptune. Atticus, Joker, Ripper going to start us off hot in our first match for that championship as well. Let's get down to why we're here today. And so the wedding this afternoon, a wrestling wedding, so I made every precaution. Of course, Jay Vulture courting my daughter, Sunshine Marigold. She's 25 years old. Just found out she's my daughter less than 4 years ago. Her mother passed away shortly after she was born, a nomad, a hippie gypsy. Indeed, Sunshine, my daughter, Marion Jay Vulture. TRC, the Reverend. We already got a Reverend in place. Why not use him, right? And he's like, oh, look at that. You're married, I guess, or something like that. Let's take a look at it. We had a small ceremony, like I said. I didn't want too many people there. Just friends, immediate family. Earlier today, the Reverend Cupid was a beautiful little ceremony until Sunshine said her vows. And before you knew it, the TRC disappears back behind the flowers. Of course, we're all stunned, wondering what happened. Did he pass out? Is he okay? What's going on with the Rev? Before anyone could react and do anything about it, and this is where it gets really weird, folks. Radio Rex showed up as the priest, quickly announced himself as the fucking groom, and kissed my daughter and ran off as the new husband to Sunshine. It's not funny. I can see how you think it's funny. We're still looking for that little motherfucker. Rex ran quickly as we chased him, obviously. But technically, he's married to my daughter right now. Jay Vulture was stunned, left at the altar. Apparently, he's got 2 championship matches tonight. And, well, we'll get to that because it got worse. How can it get worse than your daughter's wedding getting ruined? Trust me, I'm going to fight it. We'll take it to court. We'll get that annulled. There'll be no wedding. Rex will pay the price. You know, ha, ha, ha. Funny joke. You're taking it too far. But then when I thought it wasn't far enough, or it went too far, it got worse. Leaving that wedding reception, heading to the reception here. You see, we set it up beautiful for my daughter. Had it all ready to go. So as we get into the limousines and we head right to Madison Square Garden. This is a huge arena, big venue. We had the concert going on. We had the wedding reception scheduled here. But on the way over here, the limousine that I was in, along with Shmoo, Tyson Parker, and a handful of others. Now, this is not the limousine that Sunshine was in. We had her just behind us. Shmoo and Tyson are still in the hospital from burns and from the actual accident. I don't know what's happening with them. Haven't heard yet, but the show must go on, of course. I also suffered injuries. That's why I'm covered up right now. Burns, scrapes, scratches. I'm hurting. And just as this happened and the front of our limo catches on fire, we see a ridiculous ice cream truck pulling away. Of course, we're not going to sugarcoat it. The Wild-Eyed Yeti and the Carnival were responsible for bombing my limousine, putting Shmoo and Tyson in the hospital, but they didn't get me. They didn't get me. I maybe bumps and bruises. They didn't get me. And tonight, we start the brand new Leaning Towards Death Wrestling. The one I've waited to bring you guys for 5 years. I'm ready to bust this fucking thing over my head and chug it and send this party rocking. This is not going to set me off. This is not going to get me down. They have my best friends in the hospital. And now we find out as I get to the arena, the man behind the attack on TRC was not the Carnival. The reason Rex was there was not the Carnival. 2 separate incidents, not related, I'm supposed to believe now. And a man who will be in our first fight tonight here in the Madison Square Garden Arena was responsible for eliminating the Rev, taking it out on the scavengers, ruining Jay Vulture's wedding, ruining my daughter's wedding. Let me compose myself here. We're in Madison Square Garden, originally scheduled for Yankee Stadium. Because of the weather, we moved it indoors. Luckily, nothing was going on. It's all going down to Times Square. But tonight, we're talking about what's going down here. You can take a look at Times Square right here. It's crazy there already tonight. We'll go back to Times Square later on night. We'll have the party going. Inside, we got it rocking. We got tons of people here inside as well. As a look inside the arena here, it's packed. There's 1 million people in here, folks. We're going to cover what's going to go down tonight at arguably the biggest show in the history of Leaning Towards Death Wrestling, right here in Madison Square Garden. So all the ups, all the downs, you got to take the good with the bad, yada, yada, yada. I've explained it all. We'll be live here tonight. The show will happen. All the titles on the line. So let's take a look at the match card and talk to some of those involved in tonight's affairs. So I said someone in our first match was responsible for what happened tonight. It wasn't the carnival. It wasn't even Jay Vulture, Jay Dog. Jay Vulture was in the wedding. It wasn't Jay Dog. I said the scavengers are, if you guys can put the pieces together, scavengers are fighting in the next stable war with the carnival. So why would someone want to ruin Jay Vulture's wedding with TRC presiding? It wasn't Jay Dog. So maybe that's why they are fighting with the carnival, because it was none other than the Chaos Reaper. Atticus Black took it upon himself. No one on the Sudden Death Society is claiming they knew anything about why Atticus Black would do that. But Atticus Black took it upon himself to ruin my daughter's wedding, to, attack Jay Vulture's wedding. Of course, there's a connection there, because tonight, our opening affair, it is the G6 Gladiator 6-Man Tag Championships. Joker will open and close our show right now as our double champion with the world title in the main event. Ripper and Reaper and Joker. And right now, I got to be honest, Atticus Black, Ripper, you're on my shit list. Of all people to do that, to try to ruin the entire show. I mean, I don't know. We'll talk to some people and wonder exactly what the hell's going on as we go through all the matches. 13 matches, including the final match of Mordred Nightwalker. And there's a surprise in that one, too, unfortunately. Two legends, don't get me wrong. I've had my differences with both. It's going to be a good match. But here, match number 1, our first of 10 championship matches. TRC, J-Dog, Jay Vulture, Reaper, Joker, and Ripper. Now, coming off of this wedding fiasco, I don't want to waste any more time on the wedding. I'm going to get upset if I keep talking about the fact that Atticus Black inserts Radio Rex instead of Rev and goes to ruin Jay Vulture. Like, that's how you get over on someone? I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe we'll get answers from Atticus at some point in time. I know someone that may have the answers or may be oblivious to it. But maybe she'll find out right now. Christian Kelly's here. Maybe she knows. Kelly, are you there?
Yes.
Did you have any idea that he would do this? He's your husband.
He may be my husband, but he sure as hell kept this shit from me.
It's the same thing I'm hearing everywhere. Just getting validation for the fans and all the people out there, because I couldn't believe it. And at first, you can understand why I was skeptical. I thought maybe he had convinced all of you to get involved in that.
No. He has his own mind and he makes his own choices. This time he chose not to involve me or any of SDS. So I'm leaving this on his doorstep.
Well, hopefully we'll get more to it. And Kelly, I definitely want to talk to you about your match tonight when we get to it as well. So I just wanted to, just hear it from you, because that's the same exact story I heard from everybody. The Reaper was on his own. He out of nowhere disappeared and ends up doing this. I mean, I'm still beside myself about it. But Kelly, I'm not holding any of you or the Sudden Death Society responsible. Right now, it's all on Atticus until I talk to him. I'm sure you understand.
Yep.
All right. Let's move along. We'll get to the good news sooner or later, folks. I'm telling you. You deal with the ups and the downs. That's the theme for tonight. Ins and the outs. Oh, the trials and tribulations of getting through a year. Greg and John is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Everybody hanging out with us. We got a lot more news. We already dropped Stable Warriors back. That's going to be a lot of fun. A new format again, as every time we did Stable Wars, we had a new format. Always making it interesting. The Deadly Divas, former tag champs, going after Molly and Annabelle. The only team as part of the Carnival of Nightmares right now that has gold. And we're going to try to keep that gold off of them. Could Goddess and Cougar regain those titles? It just goes. I mean, every match is a main event type of match, man. I'm telling you right now. If you guys have seen the previews, I'm sure you know. Killer Neptune, our Crazy 8 champ. What a clan of competitors he's got to put up with. Quentin, Logan, Frostbite, Jake, Jester, MSW, and JW Caliber all will try to take that Crazy 8 title off of Killer Neptune. Keep in mind, if Killer Neptune wins, he'll automatically get a lethal title shot. You know the rules. 2 defenses of this championship. Because of the odds against you, what's the odds of that? TJ's here. Angelita's in the building. Danny. Oh, you're just going to type it, huh? Here we go. He gave me fair warning. He didn't listen to the warning signs. Rex just happened to be in the right place. The rest of the STS have nothing to do with it. I'm correct. Oh, boy. We'll see how that goes tonight for you, Atticus, and in the future. Very interesting. Very interesting. The Blitzkrieg Championship will be on the line. Riley Wolf, your Blitzkrieg champion, going up against the odds. Caliber, Danger, TJ Toad, Jamar, Turmoil, Shadow Press, Andy Price, Mad Outlaw, Crimson Ninja. Holy piss. I mean, this could be one of the toughest Blitzkrieg Rumble championships ever. Hungry competitors, legendary performers, all fighting for the Blitzkrieg Championship, another multi-man title. Same thing. If Riley can defend, he'll get a lethal title shot. Defend it twice, get a world title shot. So let's find out. As like I said, everyone on this roster right now. We showed you the roster. And the one thing I didn't talk about, we're going to get to soon. If you noticed, there was a different name on the rosters for the Stable War. Some of you may have picked it up. Some of you may have not. A little Easter egg. And we will get back to that soon. For you guys out there who may not have caught on to it. I love throwing those little Easter eggs out. Reel on the end. That's my fishing. Yeah, I know. The gimmicks. I got to do my fisherman gimmick a little bit. All right. So let's talk to a couple competitors in this fight and see what their thoughts are going into. We have 3 Rumbles here tonight because the triple threat briefcases are on the line tonight, too. It's going to be crazy. Andy Price. Mr. Price, you there, my friend?
Yep, I'm here.
The opportunity for the Blitzkrieg Championship tonight, my friend. The shorts, the ins and outs about it. Let us know what's going on through the mind of Andy Price right now.
Oh, probably a few things going through the mind, but this match. 2 targets. 1, winning the match and becoming Blitzkrieg champion. 2, Mark Caliber. We've still got business that's not quite finished from the whole Carnival Nightmares stuff and that. So, if you and I are in the ring at the same time, and it comes down to the 2 of us, the start of me finishing that business starts tonight.
I'm glad you brought that up. I noticed it as soon as the match was made that you guys have recently fought again. Everyone knows the history. Him bringing you into the company, you going off on your own, not choosing to side some of the decisions he's made. And honestly, right now, I got to commend you for that. Him being with the Carnival still, but you got your eyes on the prize, and it should be mighty interesting. Andy Price, one of the many competitors. So let's skip to Baloo and get right to the man he was just mentioning, Mr. Mark Caliber. Let's hear what you have to say, my friend. The floor is yours for the title fight.
Well, after months and months and months of begging and demanding, I finally see the window that's wide open for me. Finally, I get my shot at the Blitzkrieg Championship. And it's funny that Andy Price mentioned our little history, but one thing he didn't really mention, yes, he really went out on his own, but there was one thing that he did first. He abandoned me, just as everybody else did.
I remember the everyone abandoned me part of you, Mark, and next thing you know, you were joining a freaking carnival. So now, and you kind of pointed at it just a little bit there. If you were to win tonight, you would have a little bit of a Grand Slam status, Sandy, wouldn't you?
And that's exactly why I've been begging for this opportunity. I have held every single championship available to me, all but one, and that is around the waist currently of Riley Wolf. He calls himself the man of 1,000 faces. Well, he's gonna about say maybe get 1,000 crow's beaks to rip out 1,000 jaws, if you know what I mean.
Now, eventually, and since it's just a title that's been recently making its way around, the evolution of the HTTP and the YouTube title into our internet championship would be the only other championship you haven't held. You could be the first to ever run the gauntlet of gold here in LTD and have every championship available. That would be one hell of a accomplishment. At the same time, several, not just you, several individuals have Grand Slam status up for grabs here tonight. Jester as well in the Crazy 8 Championship. Many could be one step closer or Grand Slam status here tonight. Mark Caliber, any final words about this championship match before we head into arguably the biggest show in the history of Leaning Towards Death Wrestling?
Yes, actually. It's funny that you have called me the magician of the Carnival of Nightmares. And I actually have been kind of developing some tricks up my sleeves. And for you 9 opponents out there, I can certainly make you disappear from that ring. And Riley Wolf, I can certainly make that Blitzkrieg title disappear from around your waist.
Well, we're not going to sugarcoat shit here anymore like we have in the past here. We haven't had many opportunities, but right now we do, to have two people square off. And let's hear from the champion himself in a rebuttal on what he just heard. If we could hear from the Blitzkrieg champion.
I don't give a damn what you're saying, Mark Albert. I'm having fun as Blitzkrieg champion. I'm having fun going into 2023. I'm having fun going into long December. I'm drunk.
Well, so tonight, defending your championship, and if you can even win it, you know what you get a shot at, too. The coveted title that you held ever so dearly not too long ago, right?
Damn right, lethal title shot on the way. But honestly, I'm more, how do you say, I'm more intrigued by possibly even defending this twice. I want the shadow press rule, baby. I'm not looking for another lethal title reign. Whoever the lethal champion is, you enjoy that, baby. I'm going all the way to the top and getting the world title shot. I'm calling my shot right now. I'm winning tonight, and I'm winning the next Blitzkrieg Rumble.
Let's address the elephant in the circus right now and the man in the room. Riley, you're a former member of the Carnival, facing the man still in the Carnival, Mr. Mark Caliber, who's right here. Do you have anything to say to him about the Carnival, about what they did, about why you left, or anything? Do you want to address this at all in public?
There's no hard feelings between me and the Carnival, baby. My buddy Count is still in there. I got nothing but love for y'all. I just need to do my own thing. And it's brought me success. It's brought me the Blitzkrieg title. But Mark, baby, if we need to go one-on-one in that ring, don't forget, I will win at the end of the day. Ha ha! WrestleSense reference.
Oh, God. He said the end of the fucking day. Son of a bitch. Folks, don't forget, the after party is going to be even crazier. This is just a little taste. I'm going to crack this puppy. We're going to celebrate the new year. We're going to come back here to StreamYards for maybe a half an hour, just a little bit, depending on how drunk we are and how much time we have. Woo! Still to come. We got some more guests in the back to hear from, and some big matches to talk about tonight. Arguably, as I keep saying, the biggest show in Leaning Towards Death Wrestling history. The Tap Out Princess Championship will be decided in a chamber, for fuck's sake. Susie's a Tap Out champ, submission only, elimination. Hot Fire Rose, Patty Chase, Firestar, Jessica, Crushing Kelly. This match is going to be insane. Who will walk out as your Tap Out Princess and start the new year? Well, we already talked to her earlier. Let's bring her back and get her thoughts on her championship match. Kelly.
Yes.
We know that you are currently the #1 contender for the Battle Queen Championship. In January, you will get your shot before the Stable Wars start. Now, tonight, you can end up being a Tap Out Princess as well. So tell us about the thoughts on going into this fight with these particular ladies. Some like Patty, you have a little history with.
I've been in the ring with all 5 of these ladies multiple times. And Patty, yeah, using her dark form now, but still the same Patty to me. But all 5 ladies I respect, but respect goes out the window once I get in the ring, because every woman for themselves, no teams or nothing like that. I can't afford to just play it safe. I can't afford to be the sweet, bubbly Kelly that everybody thinks I need to be.
Well, that's the evolution of crushing Kelly Black here is quite a story. I mean, a little more stable now, and handling things to where you are just a machine in the ring recently, unstoppable. I mean, something clicked within the last couple of weeks, and you've been barreling through the competition tonight inside the chamber for the first time ever. That Tap Out Princess title in a chamber. Any final thoughts going into this fight specifically?
Well, as I've stated in the past, I need the Tap Out Princess Championship in order to get that Grand Slam status. That's nothing new. Yes, I do have aspirations to be a 2-time Battle Queen champion, which I will get a shot at. Whomever wins in that triple threat tonight.
You got it.
I have my aspirations, but I am not putting anything past these 5 ladies tonight. So I'm gunning for the Tap Out Princess.
Good luck to you, Kelly. It's going to be a hell of a night, hell of a fight. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right. Now, it just gets better and better and better, man. And this is like insane. Ladder chat hangman will be during this match. So you in a live chat can win the opportunity to book a match. It'll be in twofold this time. You'll be able to book a singles match and pick one competitor for a special Crazy 8 matchup. So there'll be 8 winners. Part of game night tonight. We playing roulette. We playing hangman. We'll be playing name that tune. So there'll be 8 winners in between matches, and this one during a match. You guys will decide if you want a 2-letter, 3-letter, 4-letter, 5-letter, 6-letter word, whatever. Before, as soon as the bell rings, we'll let you know how many letters that word is. You guys start guessing in the live chat. The winner who guesses the word first enters that little competition to book basically 2 matches. Jay Vulture. We've already talked about the bad luck he's had today. I mean, the guy was supposed to be married right now to my daughter. But that didn't work out so well. So what's going through the mind of Jay Vulture? Can he pull it together enough to walk away with gold here tonight? He has 2 title fights. Drum Monkey defends that internet title against Jay Vulture. Ladder match, TLC to be specific. So they're going to beat the holy snot, piss, shit, farts, and burps out of each other. Oh, goodness. And it only gets crazier from there. Tag team titles on the line. Cowboys from Hell, RA and PK against the Kill Shot Express, Matt Storm and Mike Wasson. Insanity. That's going to be a good one. Let's get back to the Crazy 8 match real quick. Yeah, recapping the entire show so far. There's our G6 Championship first. Tag titles and this title. We do have another guest joining us from this match. So let's hear from Miles Stanley Ward about his chance. Oh, damn, chance pun. For Crazy 8 title here tonight. What's up, Miles? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Blaze?
Good to have you tonight. You'll face 7 other competitors, including Killer Neptune, the champ, for a shot at the Crazy 8 title. What's your thoughts going on to this big fight here tonight, bro?
All I can say is this. To those 7 men in that match, I wish y'all the best of luck and may the best man win to become champion before 2023 in about hours away.
That's right. That's right. Trying to add another one to your resume here. Crazy 8 title. Thank you so much for joining us, Miles. Anybody in specific you want to get your hands on in this fight?
Dang, I really don't know. It all depends. Whoever strikes me first.
Well, best of luck for you tonight, my friend.
All right.
All right. We got a couple more things to go down here. Let's go back to our Blitzkrieg Championship matchup, Blitzkrieg title fight, and see if Jamar's in the house. Jamar.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you been?
Good. I'm good now. You got a title fight tonight. Crazy Blitzkrieg title. I'm sorry. We heard from Mark Caliber. We've heard from Andy Price, and we heard from the champion Riley Wolf. What are your final thoughts here in the back, getting ready for this Blitzkrieg Rumble Championship, Jamar?
I think it's my time. It's my time to show all these competitors what I could do. I mean, TJ, Caliber, Captain, Shadow Press, Andy Price, Matt Outlaw, Ninja, Riley Wolf. All of y'all will go down. You know why? Because I have an ace in my sleeve, and you will not stop me at all.
Jamar's ready for a battle, man. Everybody's geared up for tonight, man. This is going to be awesome. But let's get down to the couple big matches along with our triple main event. I don't know. Let's head back to the ladder match. Not too many people love the ladder matches. Gotta pardon me. I'm still dealing with some smoke inhalation from a fucking wreck I was in earlier tonight. Shmoo and Tyson also in that limousine. They're taken to the hospital, but the show must go on. That's why I'm here, still bringing this party to you. So heavy heart thinking about Shmoo and Tyson. I got a little nicks and cuts and burns, but I'm good. We're gonna have a hell of a show here tonight. Jay Vulture not having the best luck tonight, to say the least. His wedding got ruined. He may have lost at this point the chance to take the G6 titles as well in our opening matchup. Let's talk to the internet champion and see what his thoughts are going into this title fight here tonight. The Drum Monkey is here. Welcome in. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. How you doing?
I'm good, Blaised. Glad to see you're all right. And hoping the others are going to pull through okay, too. But I got confidence in them. They'll be fine.
Strange evening. Very strange evening. We're going to pull it all together. We're going to have a hell of a show. So, fighting an opponent who was supposed to be married earlier in the night and now has to fight on one match already. But now, with a heavy heart, obviously. I mean, like I said, I'm going to take care of it. We'll get rid of the annulment, all that good shit. It'll finally happen. So I feel bad for Jay Vulture, but you can't feel bad for him. He's trying to take your title away from him. What do you got thoughts going into this fight, big man?
Man, you could not have placed that any better. I respect the fuck out of Jay Vulture. You know, I'm a big fan of him and J-Dog, but like you said, he's trying to take my title, and I'm just not having that. I mean, I gave him a nice wedding present, you know, but my belt is not part of that deal. So he's going to have a nice honeymoon, I hope, when this all gets sorted out. But that bag is going to be light my internet title, because, again, I'll be damned if he's going to end my year on a high note for him.
I hear you. So a couple other things as we see Grinder Gang enter the arena, the venue. You're fighting someone who's now aligned with the Carnival of Nightmares. Just for some reason, I don't know if Jay said, you know, he's mad about Atticus pulling that shit at his wedding, so now he's going to join the Carnival. I don't know. I don't have any answers right now. But what's your thoughts on the whole Carnival thing and the fact that if we rewind, you now have a stable that you're pretty much as one of the most experienced men in there in the stable war. What's your thoughts on being part of the Den?
You know what? Actually, I am thrilled about that lineup. Like, I looked it over. I mean, you're putting me with Jester, Turmoil, and shit. I think Jester and I rolled together once before in the Stable Wars and won.
Yep.
But
they've been a hell of a team. So is Wally and Jamar. You got newcomer Jesse. You got Marley making his return, Logan, and then LD, Jen, and the newcomer Lady Kenzie. A strong team top to bottom. And you're kind of the veteran in that group, so to speak.
Yeah. I don't look at it that way. If there's one thing that I have learned from Chance and Caleb and Demented and everybody else I team with, it's not about individuality. Like, we can settle that shit for the titles after we win. But until then, it is a team effort. Tag teams, individual, whatever. it all goes to the den. So, that being said, I expect my teammates to bust ass and fight as hard as I do. Otherwise, I'm going to stomp my teammates on asses because I can't have that.
Well
But
put. Exactly why I know you'll be reluctant in any event, a leader for them, and you know how it works. It's the collective. It doesn't matter on who you're fighting with. It's all about the collective, and you know what it takes to win a stable war, like you said.
I pull this off. I think this will be the fourth or fifth one that I've won. I forget individually.
Have to dig into the crates. Yeah, a lot has happened. Number 12 already. It's crazy to believe it. So good luck in your title fight tonight, my friend.
Actually, one more note. You were right. I am teaming like Marley Good. He and I were put together in the Manic Mafia. He and I think Bryce won tag gold for the Mafia.
True. Yes.
And then tonight we've got my mentor, as it were, in Shamrock going against, Mord, who, like I said, I love and respect him as well for the knowledge he gave me.
Yes.
Like, throws me in a weird spot. Not sure who I'm going to root for. I may have to just step back because, like I said, respect the shit out of them both.
Hey, amazing segue into what we will be talking about here shortly is that one of the most intriguing matches in the history of this company as well.
Hands down.
The man I never thought would come back to fight, Sean Shamrock, or whatever the fuck they're calling him nowadays, against
Rocky
Morgan
Mercy.
Nightwalker in his final.
I know.
So
it's heartbreaking. Like
2-3-time world champions as well. I mean, so
you're gonna have to make sure that the vendors hand out tissues. I imagine there's not going to be a dry eye in the house.
Well, needless to say, for Jay Vulture, for myself, for more, it's an emotional roller coaster tonight for everyone.
Oh God,
that's what New Year's should be all about. And we're gonna experience this digitally, and then we're gonna come back here for a little bit of an after party for whoever can make it through and talk about everything that happened. And I'm really pumped about that. But best of luck, my friend. And we're going to talk about that match here in just a moment. Thank you.
Thank you much, sir.
So it only gets better. It's crazy. Like I keep saying, every match could be the main event of the show. We talked about the tag team titles, Killshot, Storm and Watson trying to regain those championships. Also, now they're aligned with the Sudden Death Society. The ladies, Angelita, Lady Devil, Lady Kenzie, Shalky, Bubs, Misha, Hot Cheese, Mama, Jade, and Whisper. What's on the platter for here? The triple threat briefcase. Yes, originally it was going to be all 20 of the 22 ladies. He's 24 now or something. Yeah, 24. 8 teams in the stable war. 24. Yeah. Sunshine's still up in the air. I don't know what's going through her mind right now. What's going to happen with her? So we'll deal with that another time. Tiffany Sky's in the house. Good to see you. Forgot to even click on these things and show people's names. Wally. We got Cowboy John. So the winner of this fight will have the briefcase going into Stable War, which makes it really interesting. At any point in time, this briefcase holder can challenge for the Battle Queen title, the Double Duchess title with the partner of her choice, and for the Tap Out Princess Championship. So the winner of these 10 ladies will hold that briefcase with the opportunity to win all 3 championships. Sorry about that. Let's go back to our Tap Out Princess title fight and get a word from one of the competitors. Firestar, what's happening?
Hi, Blaze.
You there? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Well, not yet for us, you know what I'm saying, but for, I guess, like Birdie and the people in the UK, they had the New Year, right?
Yeah.
And yours is, you're behind, so it'll be 3 hours behind us.
Yep.
So we're going to be wishing Happy New Year to everybody every hour for the next couple hours. So real quick, because we got to get to the show here, and I'm really glad that you popped in. I want to hear your thoughts on a huge match for you. You've been beating the shit out of people, to say the least, recently, and showing that you're no pushover. You're here for a reason. And now against all these ladies for the Tap Out Princess Championship. what's going through your head before the fight?
Well, I'm really wanting that title back.
Yeah, it's true. You can be a 2-time Tap Out Princess champ if you win. Interesting. Anybody on there you want to whoop their ass more than the other? I know you outside of the ring, you get along with everybody. But, I mean, come on. Jessica, you don't want to whoop her ass? She's always beating everyone up and attacking her. Wouldn't you love to just, submit her and eliminate her for the win? Wouldn't that be great?
I'm more focused on Susie.
True. Take it from the one who has the title right now. Interesting. So that's going to be – I'm going to watch for that, Firestar. You're going to go in there and go right after Susie probably. So, hey, we're going to come back after the show too, whoever's still awake, and we'll be wishing people a happy New Year until I fall asleep on the air. Thanks for being on, Firestar. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, so let's keep it rocking. We got a couple more matches to cover, a couple more things to go over real quick before we head over to the Garden, have our show, kick us off. Here's a big one. The ladies have their opportunity for the briefcase. How about putting 30 of the toughest sons of bitches on the planet in one match for the same opportunities? A world title shot, either a tag or a G6 title shot. And then more than likely, people are going to pick that internet title shot. So 3 championship opportunities for the winner of this Rumble. You see the names, some of the best in the world with the opportunity to win. But I know if there's one person who swears he's going to win no matter what his number is, it's this man, Cody Hagan, right?
Before I talk, I miss a wedding. I could have been there. I could have shot the
No, that's like I said, only very close friends and family were invited because I was trying
Also,
to eliminate a problem.
X gets married. LOL.
So there's somebody here that has a bone to pick with you, Cody.
Well, I was gonna. Wait a minute. I bought a drum set. I'm just kidding. I have Chiefy on me tonight for the party. I'm not getting drunk and drinking responsibly.
That you got 29 guys to worry about. You could be the triple threat champ tonight and fight for 3 different titles to start out the new year.
That could be something. Well, this year's been a fucking crazy year. I got a world title shot. I was Crazy 8 champion. I had to deal with the fucking carnival. I won Stable Wars.
That's right.
And this year, then next year, I get to be in the Stable Wars, but this time it's Lethal versus Empire. So, and I know who's the man who's running it, Corey Quinn.
Yeah, there you go. The man who had almost all the titles not too long ago.
Yeah.
We'll see how that
so who's the person who has a bone to pick with me? Come on. If it's Wario, I mean, we fought like twice.
It's Jeff Matthews. Give him hell, Jeff. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Jeffrey, how's your PS5?
You're in this match too, Jeff.
It's going to be a hell of a ride, you know.
Give me one person on this list that you couldn't wait to whoop his ass. One person on this list.
If Cody in this match, sorry, my folks are killing me, but if Cody in this match, I want to whoop his ass.
Yes, exactly. See, Cody's coming for you, boy. You're in trouble,
Cody. We not finished this yet. I remember I beat you in season 4 in GPW, but I'm going to whoop your ass again in the new year.
Yeah, you always keep bringing that up.
But don't worry, I wouldn't bring backup. I might bring family.
Funny, you keep bringing it up. That the last time we fought 1-on-1 was season 4, but this year you fought me in a fucking cornfield.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna have to fight
each
other.
That's all you have to do.
I just hope you guys end up in the ring together tonight.
So you know what? And you know what?
If you don't, I'm gonna book the match.
No, if you're gonna book it next week, how about next Thursday?
Cody, no. This is your head, and I'm going to squeeze it like this. For 20
minutes. No. How about this? Next Thursday, let's fight, Jeff. One more time. Next week.
What kind of match? What kind of match do you want, Jeff? I'll let Jeff pick the match.
Oh, of course.
You messing with that? Oof. I'm born with the extreme stuff. So like 2 out of 3 falls extreme rules match.
2 out of 3 extreme rules, baby. We'll get it to the.
Hey, you know what? What's that false count? Oh, you want to bring weapons into this? Okay, that's
Hell
what your
yeah.
specialty always is.
Good,
Well,
both
if I
of you
win this
guys
battle
tonight.
royal, I get. If I win the battle royal, I get 3 title shots to begin
Three.
my 2022 year. Or
It
2023
could be
year.
one of
I
you.
was a
World title
former
shot,
Cody.
tag
I
title
was
shot.
a former G6 tag team champion. I'm
That's
waiting
right.
for another
And-
one in my hand.
Good
And
luck
then you got
tonight,
betrayed
you
by Jason Ramirez this year. So how's your year going?
guys. So we have a match booked right here, live on the show. Jeff and Cody will go at it next week. 2 out of 3 rule extreme rules match. That's going to be insane. Let's keep it rocking here, guys. This is the triple threat briefcase match. Who your guess is as good as mine. Who walks away with that? Talked about it earlier tonight. And we're going to hear one way or another from both of these men right now. Sean Shamrock retired from LTD a while back, and after me poking and prodding and trying, he won't return. He came back as a manager now for Molly and Maiden Annabelle. He's been missing in action recently, but now when approached by Mordrin on his last ride to retirement about coming out of retirement for a fight, surprised to me, Shamrock answered the call, and now known as Rocky Mercy or whatever. He had sent in a special little tidbit specifically for this occasion. So let's hear from Rocky. I don't know.
Mordred Nightwalker, Rocky Mercy, up in the big lights in the Big Apple, Madison Square Gardens. What can I say? It's going to be amazing. 2 guys are going to walk off into the sunset. Everybody asking, why did I come back? Why am I back for this match? Because he asked. That man and I have had a rivalry going on for years. And we bring out the best in each other. That's why he asked me to come back and fight him. So we can do it one more time, leave it all in the ring, and walk away with smiles on our faces. But who's going to be the one who's going to grab that brass ring, that legacy, the bragging rights of who the best is? Well, at least that night. That being said, Madison Square Gardens were some of the top wrestling matches have went down there, the mecca of wrestling. New York City, the Big Apple. It's going to be amazing. It's where a crazy Polynesian jumped off of a cage, leaping off, leap of faith, slamming down, splashing his opponent. It's where 2 brothers with big hearts went at it for a technical wrestling match that no one will ever forget. Murder Nightwalker, Rocky Mercy. We're about to do the same thing. It's going to be amazing. Buckle up, buckle in. Let it begin, baby. Let's do this.
You have it. Sean Shamrock, now known as Rocky Mercy, the artist formerly known as Sean Shamrock. Regardless, he's a 3-time world champion. And he'll be coming back for his last match, and he'll be facing someone for his last match. The man who's both of these guys I've had my odds with. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But no disregard the fact they're both legends here in the digital wrestling industry. Let's hear for the final time under contract, and we're going to reveal something that some of you guys may have missed earlier tonight. This is Mordrin's final match. There was one match scheduled left. It was Mordrin and Cassie versus Angelita and Jeff. With Mordrin retiring here tonight, the contract has been worked out for the return of Aiden Nightwalker. Aiden will be a permanent member of the roster, re-signing a contract, taking over as Mordrin goes off into the sunset. We have Aiden returning, and he will be in the Stable Wars. Very interesting to find out what Mordrin thinks about a lot of that and his fight tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here, LTD, under contract, that is. It is the East Coast bastard, Mordrin fucking Nightwalker. What's up?
What the fuck is up?
Well, tonight marks. I mean, it has to be an emotional past week for you.
Yeah, it has.
Last ride everywhere, but tonight a very unique match. I mean, we've seen you faced Drum Monkey back in December or November, I'm sorry, and got the win. You faced Jester in a hell of a match, but came up short. But man, what a match! One of the match of the year possibilities from the year. You handpicked Crimson Ninja, Atticus, Andy Price, Matt Storm, and Mr. Utaker in a freaking chamber, and you won. Kelly Mavericks, a newcomer, you challenged and got the victory there. Lord Amadeus making his return from the Great Hall challenge, you accepted, but you got the win in that one as well. Now, coming off the last two with you and Brian and Outlaw losing to Yeti, Caliber, and Count, and then you, Boots and Blood, as great of a match this was as well. I mean, bringing out the best, like Sean said, you and Jake versus Ripper and Joker, legendary tag team match from earlier. So this is the last one, man. So floor is yours. What's going through the mind of the East Coast Bastard heading into this fight? You heard what Sean had to say.
Yeah, and it's trying to compose myself a bit because I mean,
heavy.
It is. It's very heavy. It's almost surreal that it's here. I mean, we've talked about it, show after show, we've discussed it, but tonight's the actual night that it's here. Getting to go out against Sean. I went to him and asked him when I found out I had an open book for it. I went out and I asked him to be in this because there's always been that, what if moments. We faced each other. We only had one singles match against each other. Most of it was team events. And I had, of course, my run. And then after I stepped back, he had his run. So there never really was that moment of who. So getting that opportunity to see if, and he could have very easily told me no as quick as he told you no all the times. But he didn't. And I appreciate that. It's always been that professional, just who is the better one tonight. And I get to go out in the Garden.
The script writes itself apparently for this episode.
So I mean, even if, of course, I'm going to go out and say I'm going to win, Sean's going to say the same. But regardless of it, I've said before, it's not about moment. It's not about wins and losses. It's about making moments. And you have two of the dominant competitors in the digital era within LTD going out together in the Garden.
I said earlier tonight, the most intriguing match in the history of LTD, but because there's so many layers to it. And the fact that I would consider it a dream match because to me, a dream match is a match you never thought would happen, that you'd love to see. And the fact that Shamrock over and over the past couple of years, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. And then for you to return for a last ride, this was not planned. This was never part of the plan. That's what I want people to realize out there. This is one of the most organic matches that I've ever booked. I mean, I didn't even have to, the ink wasn't going to dry from the last person who signed before I could sign for this match. It's kind of, I don't want to say bittersweet because this match, and as of all matches tonight, as I said earlier, could be a main event match. That's why this is, as I keep saying, arguably the biggest show in LTD history. And I'm glad to have you on. And I mean, like I've said before, this is not the Mordrin of eternity that we saw the first time around, the sadistic son of a bitch that would cut anyone's head off to get to the top and did just that, backed up his words. And I give you that. There's a lot of people that talk the talk, but you, sir, have also walked the walk. And I will admit that time and time again, whether I liked it or not.
I know quite a few times you did.
Stand it. And no matter where, I got to add that too. We're breaking the fourth wall. Any part of the digital wrestling syndicate, I've seen these final matches, these last rides you've had all over the place. Mordrin Nightwalker, explain to me what's going through your head right now as it all comes to a climax, and getting maybe more respect than you could have ever imagined possible.
Oh, way more than I've ever imagined, and I'll be the first to say, and I've been the first to say, probably way more than I ever deserve. Because like you said, I was the complete ruthless person.
Yeah.
I'd reroute your gear to another plane just to make sure you couldn't be in a match.
Yeah. He wasn't out to make friends, people. You're out to prove a point and make a name for yourself. And trust me, if there's any legendary names in this business that shake the walls when it's said for one reason or another, it's Mordred Nightwalker. And needless to say, you spawned your seed enough that name is not going anywhere for eternity. Is that how it all comes into full circle? The Nightwalker name will live in eternity. There's your T-shirt, my friend.
There we go. Yeah,
that is legit a story told in one sentence. True in so many ways. From people like Matt Outlaw, Jake Bagwell, Mrs. U, Tiny out there, everybody. I have to sing your song. Well, hello there, Tiny Dick. Even Monstar showing up to give respect. Now, I'm sure you've had plenty. I mean, I even think I've booked a Bagwell versus Mordred fight when you guys were the best tag team in the world, just because I wanted to see you guys try to go at each other. You're no stranger to fighting someone that you respect, someone that you know very well. This has to be different.
Well, and like I said, we've had one match in LTD in a singles match. We've had one.
It's been so long ago. And Sean hasn't stepped in the ring yet to manage for decades. But here's the thing, though, Mordred. He says there's one more trick up his sleeve before tonight. I cannot really resolve it now. You'll find out when the match comes up. So there's a twist that he has promised for the fight whenever the fight starts. I know that doesn't change your mind on what you're going to do or how you go at it, but that adds one more level. I said in most intriguing match in the history of digital wrestling. I'll go that far right now because of all the stories that this intertwines, dude. It's crazy.
And I'll wait to see what he brings to it. But again, I go back in that history. He brought the beginning of that Rocky mentality out in our first match.
Both of you guys,
and I dropped him on his head.
Both of you guys have had such a ripple effect on this community in many ways, and that's why I respect both of you, in and out of character. I respect the fact that evolving of characters in two really different ways. You just saw in the little short slideshow. Rocky Mercy went through Sean Nerva. He went through the Shonky Tonk Man. He went through Sean Hannibal, Elecner guy. I mean, he's had so many monikers, almost more names than the Yellow Pages, but that moniker goes to your son, Chance. So the evolution of Sean Shamrock, Rocky Mercy, is so different to the subtle twists and turns of the Mordred Nightwalker person who always smoke inhalation still getting to me. Always stayed true to himself, but always let people know who the fuck he was. And preached it, walk the walk. I mean, I can't say it enough, bro.
And that's the thing, I've worked with a lot of talent, and I tell them, it's good to have friends. You always, and that's something I kind of woke up to eventually. As you mentioned, part of the change.
The legacy continues with your son Aiden now. Once again, what's your thoughts on the fact that the Nightwalker name isn't disappearing literally at all? He's going to pick up the roster spot that was going to go to one of the LIT members, and the class coming in is banging as well. I have to mention. We'll talk about them throughout the night too.
Oh, very good class. I've been obviously watching.
Final thoughts on your son continuing the Nightwalker legacy and your last match here tonight, Mordred.
On Aiden taking up, I can't say how overjoyed I am. I mean, under the digital side, I've made it no secret. LTD has been so good to me as a wrestler, as being able to get out and get my name out to people. So to see my son coming in and taking that spot and continuing on that in this company is very surreal for me as well. And this match tonight kind of goes in the same way. I mean, I've made it no secret. Again, LTD really is where in the digital thing I became who I am. LTD is the company that took a chance on me and I know you've talked about it a little bit before. People may not know it. Originally, you didn't want me.
Yeah, I've never made that secret. Along the same lines, I say Brandon A should never had a contract here in this company. I thought the same of Mordred Nightwalker, and I will definitely out here in public admit I was wrong. From day one, it was trouble if Mordrin came in. He would infect a cancer into wherever he goes. And little did I know that infection was legendary. And it was something that you proved, well, as I said before, and that's pretty much sums how I feel about the character of Mordrin Nightwalker. So many try to talk the talk and walk the walk, but you've done it consistently no matter where you're at for as long as I've known you. Props to you. Good luck. There's no winner or loser in this match here tonight.
No, I mean, someone's going to get their hand raised, but at the end, we're going out in the garden.
I have to be surprised. I never thought Shamrock would ever fight again. So, I mean, in the fight with LTD United, with the fight against the Carnival, with the things you've done as you come back and shown that there is a dynamic to Mordrin Nightwalker a lot of people did not know and did not see, and just as violent, just as dangerous, just as sadistic, but an honorable man. And I'm glad to call you a friend and someone who's been a part of this and will continue to be a part of this as long as you want to, bro.
Well, I appreciate that very much. You definitely, like I said, to go from where we started to where we are now is a big testament to this community, to the company that you've built. And as much as I love this run, and I love the fact that it's at its end, I get to go out with another guy I respect so much. I get to go out in one of the most hallowed venues in the world. It's also, I know that as good as this company's been, that this is my last night in the ring for it.
So unexpected, but a pleasure to say that this match will happen tonight. Sean Shamrock, Rocky Mercy or whatever, versus Mordrin Nightwalker. The one little twist still to come. We'll find out what it is. Thank you, Mordrin. Good luck tonight, my friend.
Thank you. I'll see you out there.
And maybe in the after party.
You never know.
Later, my friend. Ooh. Like I said, the show could end right there, but we got some of the biggest matches to go through as our final fights. Brian LG, Chance Harper, Corey Quinn, Lethal Championship, the title with the most legacy in this company, the heritage, the history of the Lethal Championship, longest championship, the first title ever in leaning towards death wrestling. Chance needs it for a grand slam. Corey needs it just to get a title back. Brian wants to hold on to it. Paul Utaker's in the building. Chase Bishop is here. Kill Shot. Good to see everybody here tonight. Thank you as well, Sean, man. You know how it is, my friend. Die hard. Got your back, my friend, always. Another match that could headline any super card. The Battle Queen, Carmen Gonzalez versus Jen, the Dragoness versus Cassie Madam Red. Cassie Madam Red, saw in the chat earlier. She's looking for that first Battle Queen title reign. Should be crazy. And then our main event. Talk about legendary. Talk about matches I never thought would happen, especially for this. D-Train winning the competition for a world title shot after being named to the Great Hall. I thought he was retired too. He comes back. So whether you've been a fighter for 20 odd years or more, whether you just started, you're more than welcome here. And we are going to put on one hell of a party here tonight. Without further ado, guys, it's time. We've all just gotten blazed. Now let's head over to the arena for Long December. Long December. Don't forget, we made the announcement earlier. Sunshine's wedding ruined by Atticus Black. The carnival bombing, the limo that me, Shmoo, and Tyson were in. Still dealing with smoke inhalation, but I'm doing it, and hopefully Shmoo and Tyson are going to be okay. Stable Wars coming, people. January and February. Brand versus brand, teams versus teams, all fighting for supremacy. The apocalypse is here. But now it's time to get ready for the New Year's party. MSG, baby. Coming up right about now, you Funk Soul brothers. Stay tuned for the link to be dropped. Drop it like it's hot. There's Jesse Jackhammer. Everybody, make sure you hit the thumbs up for this stream. One of the best Get Blaised talk shows we've ever had. Appreciate all the guests that came through. A lot of big news we dropped with the Stable War with the ruined wedding of Jay Vulture, everything else. It's about time to have the show on the road. Let's take one more look outside. Hey, the after party's right back here, folks. Thank you, Wild Eyed Yeti, with a $10 doodle. We'll hit up Times Square. We'll come back. We're going to pop a little champagne. You can keep the sham and just give me the pain. We're going to party tonight one way or another. 13 matches coming up. Right about now. Y'all just got blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.